The topic today is pride is greater than love. Pride is the greatest killer of love. These are part two on this topic. We've had people making references to it, so we're bringing it back. And I still stand by saying pride is greater than love. What's your take on this?
Interesting topic. When it comes to your partner and what I've observed, I think most time pride is greater than love because you can see that because of the pride, there's so much when it comes to divorce cases, is so high. When it comes to marriage breaking up, is so high. So in that aspect, pride I think is better than love. But to be on the safe side, so to speak, I think everyone should apply that what they call love. When you have love, there's no way you can have pride in your relationship.
Well,
Yeah.
what's your take on this?
Um, Upfront, I'm of the opinion that love is the strongest force in the universe.
Well,
When you look at relationships and you look at the way the society is going, the result might be in favor of the outcome of pride, such as breakups and all of that. But love for me is the strongest force. Attributes of love include forgiveness, endurance, patience, humility, and selflessness, giving of one to the other. And the biggest one is forgiveness and humility. I think love is still the strongest force than pride.
okay, but if it's the strongest force, how come pride overcomes and overshadows love? Because each time there's an argument in any relationship, you find that people intend to stay away from one another. And if you're not careful, that can just break that relationship. Pride becomes an issue now. When do I go and say I'm sorry to my partner? Or when does my partner come and say he or she is sorry to the other person? So you see, when you can eliminate pride, then you can talk about love. But people don't understand what pride really does in a relationship. As you guys clearly said, if you can eliminate pride, you would have a lasting relationship. But the problem is, we just don't have that ability to eliminate pride.
I think some people do, but sometimes they just listen to they say when there's no enemy within, you cannot have the enemies outside cannot attack you.
Word.
So the thing is, when people who actually have the love keep listening to the outsiders, it definitely the pride now start coming in. But when you are sorted out deep down, you know that love is greater. You have to
So,
keep to that.
so if you can listen to people, then it's clear that there's a problem. Because if you really love your partner, there's nothing anyone can say that you would listen to. Because love, as you guys said, is greater than pride. That's why I say pride is greater, because if I say something negative, that's what you're going to clinch on and probably use that will wreck your relationship. So the wrong words are easy to apply. So we should be careful and get pride away from our relationship if we want it to last even 2 days.
These days, relationships, marriages, homes, are being threatened by all kinds of effects of, outcomes of pride. The side effects of pride are breakages and all of that. But it's still the onus of people to realize that love, when applied. Let me give you a scenario. When two couples, are in dispute and one approaches the other first to say, I'm sorry. Do you think the one that approached the other one to say, I'm sorry, is the weakest or the strongest?
The strongest.
Yeah, well,
The
you see,
strongest.
yes, he has
Does the person
he,
have love or pride?
he has left pride behind and he has applied
Yes.
love.
So
So
love is not a cheap thing. And these days, people are on that level of the easy way out.
Which is a pride.
And those are the things that lead to pride and all of those
so
things.
so to
And the score charts are in favor of that. If you
thank
look
you.
around, you see
You
that
see,
these
the
are the
pride is
things.
there.
But in earnest, it's not easy because when the rubber hits the ground, then you know what it means to love in action. I told somebody, just to conclude, I told somebody that look at in the scripture, we're talking about religion earlier. There's forgiveness as a highlight.
Thank you. So now, when we put this together, you see, we can talk about this all day, but when we put this together, we realize that people should understand that when they are in conflict with their partner, pride is what they are using. They should remember that I love this person, and pride is going to ruin this relationship. Know that when you are in conflict with your partner, you're working with pride. Because pride is the only thing that will stop you from correcting yourself. And pride is the only thing that will stop you from apologizing to your partner. So we take a word on this, right?
Yeah.
Word.
Word. Don't forget to subscribe and share.
It's on you.
You. All right.
Oh my goodness.